Guys, look at the size difference. Diego Hayes is so much smaller than Roger Gracie, but he will give an amazing fight to Roger. Straight away, he's going for body lock passing. He does not have a perfect position. Now it is better because Roger relinquished that left underhook that he had. So straight away, Diego Hayes is building height. Let's see, this can be risky for Diego because he can be swept to the right, to Roger's right, and Roger is holding the belt. So this can be very risky because he can use that belt to off-balance Diego Hayes to the left side of Hayes. So he's very careful from top, Diego Hayes is, to not be like swept to his left. And if you see how he's like sitting down on his right hip, so he's making his left hip very light. So it will be hard for Roger Gracie to push him to the other side. This can be interesting position for both of them. The main thing for Diego Hayes here is to put his left leg up. So that is very interesting because then it will be hard for Roger to do a John Wayne sweep to his right. But it is much easier to put his right butterfly hook in and then off balance Diego Hayes and sweep him to his left, you see. So there is an interesting dilemma for Diego Hayes. Should he put the left leg of his up just like this? And you see like straight away Roger is trying to put the butterfly hook in. Or put his left knee down and risk getting swept to Roger's right. Which is very risky because Roger will end up in chest-to-chest half guard. Straight away to pass into mount if he manages to do that. But now this is amazing position for Diego Hayes. Roger completely lost the left knee line of Diego. So straight away Diego is positioning himself in a perfect position to go into mount. Underhooking the right arm of Roger and trying to bring the right arm of Roger over his head, you see. So this is very important. Let's see if he'll manage to do that. In the same time, Diego is trying to escape this quarter guard and go straight into mount. And it looks like he has a perfect position to go into mount. Just like this. Also, he's so much smaller, it is easier to like escape this like half guards and quarter guards because his legs are so much smaller. It's hard for Roger to hold them. And now let's see what Diego will manage to do from this position. Because if you know Roger, he's a master at escapes. And straight away he's bringing his elbows close to his body. And Diego Hayes is trying to bring them up again. Which he will have a hard time doing that, I think. Also, Roger has an amazing escape from this position. He's always trying to block one hip of his opponents. So let's see if he'll manage to do that. Pay attention how Roger is trying to bring his right elbow into a position to block the hip of Diego. So Diego is trying to chase it to take the back. But watch the right arm of Roger. How he was blocking that hip. That is one of the best escapes I know in gi and also nogi. And Roger is master at that. Straight away standing up to clear that close guard. Diego is going for a squid guard. This can be very interesting. So, oh my god, he's rolling into a backside 50-50 and again into single leg X position. He's trying to bring the left hip of Roger down and maybe get double pen grip control and stand up on a sweep. But if you see the right arm of Roger, he's controlling that pen grip of Diego. And he's not giving up his right pen grip. Roger Gracie is. Guys, remember this. Whatever you do from top in the gi, never give up double pen grip for the opponent on bottom. That is the easiest way that they will sweep you. So you can give up one leg, but never both of the legs. That is why Diego is controlling both of the legs of Roger, you see? The right and the left. This is the most dangerous thing in the gi. Because the sweep is the easiest if you control both of the legs of the opponent. In this case, the pen grip. Because it is very robust and it is hard to like escape that position. Those double pen grips are so hard to break. But if you know Roger Gracie, he's one of the best at staying on top and putting pressure from these positions. So let's see what Diego will do to manage this position. Yeah, you can never let people hide your head from this position, like never. Now this will be so problematic for Diego Hayes. And now Roger is getting a crossface on Diego. Diego is trying to bridge, but that bridge sent Roger Gracie straight into mount. Straight away Roger going for that Ezekiel, but Diego is defending this position. Also, Roger is so much bigger than Diego. Like, if he goes hard from this position, he will submit Diego for sure. But let's see what Diego will do to escape this position. If you know Diego, he's very technical. but his game is very similar to Roger Gracie. Like he's not doing flashy techniques. He's going like for the easiest techniques that work under pressure. That is why I like Roger Gracie. That was amazing, trying to stand up straight away from that armbar at Diego Hayes, which is the best option. You never want to stay with your shoulders flat on the ground. When people go for that armbar, they jump backwards for that armbar. You need to use that momentum when they jump on that armbar to stand up and put pressure on top. That is very important. That will make the armbar finish so much harder. Again, Diego going for this body lock passing, but now transitioning into over under and then over, jumping from one side to another. Yeah, if you know Roger Gracie, he had trouble when people go for tornado passes on him. So most of the time when he is fighting serious, he will never give like double pen grip control when he's playing guard, because he's not very fast and he's trying to capture the opponent straight away and never let them jump from one position to another and one side to another. Like he doesn't like when people blitz pass him, so he's always trying to control the fight and like make them slower and capture them in positions like close guard or knee shield, positions that it's hard for the opponent to move. Diego Hayes is maybe going for a worm guard now. But if you see straight away Roger Gracie capturing the legs of Diego Hayes, bringing him to his left hip, which now it's almost impossible for Diego Hayes to manage this position with the lapel. Also, Roger Gracie is bringing his right leg so backwards, it will be so hard for Diego to do anything here. If you see the left arm of Diego, he's framing the bicep of Roger. That is very good positioning for Diego, because if Roger gets a crossface on Diego, it will be like over for sure. But Roger did not even need that crossface. Straight away he went into mount. Just amazing positioning for Roger. Amazing. How he's like moving the hips of Diego from one side to another, opening the hips of Diego, so it is easy for Roger to go into mount straight away. And again going for this armbar. Let's see if Diego will manage to escape this position. He's waiting for the momentum of Roger going backwards so he can stand up again, Diego. But guys, you see the difference? Roger did not go backwards with the momentum. He just sat down, which is very important because he learned from the mistake from the first time that Diego escaped and the round ended. Hey guys, most people study jiu-jitsu through instructionals that look clean, but they don't show what actually works under pressure. Here we learn from matches, where technique is proven when everything's on the line. That's how you cut through the noise and see what truly works when it matters. On my Patreon, you'll find free breakdowns from the newest matches I can't post on YouTube, full studies, and complete guides, all built to help you improve faster and train smarter. You can start free right now. The link's in the description and pinned comment. And if you're new, subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss the next study.